Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a rather special video today. This is not a live stream, it is just a recording that I did for the sake of showing people exactly what I did, the exact steps that I took, because this is going to be a Skyrim challenge run. We are playing Skyrim without any mods, it's just vanilla special edition. And this challenge is based on a challenge done by a content creator called Joov. Now, I love watching Joov's stuff. He does some hilarious Skyrim challenges like Skyrim, but I have to get arrested and raid every jail, or Skyrim, but I'm not allowed to leave Markov, that sort of thing. And quite a while ago, he did a challenge where he was only allowed to use green things, green items, green spells, that sort of thing. And I thought, hey, that sounds interesting. Can you do that using only the color blue? So I put on my blue shirt and today we're going to do this. I actually did 2 test runs for this just to see if I was going roughly in the right direction. And I think I've narrowed down a route that will let us do this run pretty decently without too much shenanigans along the way, but we'll see. The rules for this run are as follows. We need to play on expert difficulty and survival mode. We need to only use blue items or spells or whatever. Everything that can be blue must be blue. I will explain a few caveats about this rule as we go on. We must become thane in any hold, and we must reach level 15 within 10 in-game days. It's not going to take 10 in-game days. I can already tell you that. We're going to get to it. So we're going to go here and we're going to load our prisoner save. Let's get started, and I'll explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it as we go on. First of all, we're going to start with the race selection. Now, there is no blue-skinned race in the game. We don't have Asari in Skyrim, unfortunately. Not without mods anyway. But there are 3 races that have grayish, bluish tinted gray skin with or skin scales of fur, and that is the dunmer, argonians, and khajiit. Now, of these 2, only 2 have blue eyes, the argonians and the khajiit. And because we are in survival mode and we are going to go into cold regions of the map, we are going to pick khajiit. Now we go over here. I always play as female, so let's go with that. We're going to ignore the presets and we're going to go down to skin tone. So if you scroll through this, a lot of this is more reddish. But as you can see, we did have 2 grayish skin tones that were somewhat more bluish. I think this is the closest we can get to a bluish khajiit. This is a cold gray. We're going to go with that. We're not going to customize much else, just the eye color. And it's also important that we pick khajiit or argonian because there are actually very few blue weapons. We'll get to this in a bit more detail very shortly. Now, because we're only using blue stuff and one of the most popular followers, modded followers, is Indigo, we're going to call this one Indigo. Let's go. Now, I'm going to start explaining some stuff while this dialogue is going on because I'm sure that we've all heard this dialogue like 500 times and we don't need to worry about it. First of all, there aren't actually that many blue weapons in the game. Most of the swords are grey or brownish. The only blue weapons that we really have, and I'm not counting enchantment glow, but just like the item itself must be blue. The only bluish weapons we have are things like Chillrend and Stahlrim weapons, all of which are way deep into the game. We don't have time for that. So all of our combat, if we're actually going into melee combat, is going to be barehanded, which is why I picked khajiit, because of the barehanded bonus. We do have magic, and magic is in fact very good because we can only use magic level ups because magicka is blue. So we can use magic. But for magic, we are going with what does the glowing orb look like in the menu. When you select that from the magic menu, what does it look like? And there are actually not many blue spells in the game. There is basically the candlelight and magelight spells, the flesh spells, clairvoyance, muffle, and the frost spells. And most of these cannot be found in preset locations, except for buying them from court wizards. But guess what? Money is yellow. So we are not allowed to use money. We have to rely on spells that we can find in the wild, and they have to be blue. As you can imagine, that can be pretty tricky. So we're going to do a lot of stuff barehanded, and we're going to avoid combat as much as possible. We're not going to fight much. The easiest spell to get fairly simply is Mage Light, because you have a 1 out of 5 chance of getting Mage Light when you sign up for the College of Winterhold. And so that is where we will be going. And fun fact, you can also use Mage Light for power leveling, which we will get to later in the stream. For now, we have to deal with Alduin. Blah blah blah, we already know that. Please just let me move. Now the other difficulty that we have is survival mode, because there aren't many blue foods. The only foods that are even remotely bluish are salmon, Arctic char, hogfish, and char-spay crostadas. And we're not really going to find char-spay crostadas anywhere, so we're gonna have to live on a raw salmon diet. Which means our 10 days are actually becoming a lot shorter. Now, fun fact, you cannot die from hunger or fatigue in survival mode, but you can die from the cold. So technically we could just ignore our hunger and just not eat at all, but I don't want to do that. So we're going to try to get through this as if hunger could really kill us, and we're going to try to get it all done before we run out of salmon. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it will make sense very soon, you'll see. Yeah, we were crouching. Let's not do that. Yeah, I know that. Hello, tall, dark, and handsome. How's it going? Yeah, I know. Skyrim is cold. We need more fire. Good. Great idea. Let's go. Yeah. Keep up, Hatbah. I'm way ahead of you. I want to get out of this damn first-person view. I'm a third-person gal. Let me get out of this. Yeah. Okay, finish your dialogue, please. Let's go. Thanks.
With me, prisoner. Let's go.
All right.
Looks like we're the only ones in Thane. Was that really a dragon? Bring us of the end times. We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from.
So as you can see,
I can find something for
money, yellow. We can't take that. We can't take any of this.
You better get some gear.
We can't take any of that. Now, this is where we're going to make our first exception, okay? Because there are a few functions in the game that can only be fulfilled by items that are not blue. Doors, for example, when they're locked, can only be opened with keys or lockpicks, neither of which are blue. But there's literally no other way to get through it short of glitching our way through it with a plate or something, which I don't want to do. I don't want to abuse too many glitches in this run. So we are going to make an exception for things like keys, lockpicks, beds, pickaxes, that sort of thing. If it fulfills a unique function and only that item can be used for that function, we are allowed to use it, even if it is not blue. Yeah, whatever. Let me get...
Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
Let's get rid of the tutorial. Let's double check that we are on the right difficulty. Expert, wonderful. Let's actually quick save. No, we're not reasoning, we're fighting, let's go. We're throwing hands. Die. Now this is where we're catching a lucky break because Stormcloak armor is in fact blue. We can put that on right now. But the rest of this, as you can see, it's all gray and brown, so we can't use it. Let's put on this and let's actually get this foot wraps stuff out of our inventory. There we go. You also don't have anything. Now we should probably take all the armors. If it's blue, we're grabbing it. Let's go. So as you can see, food stuff is usually reddish, brownish, or green. Salt piles are white. So we cannot cook any food. We have to survive on raw salmon and parkfish and stuff like that. None of this stuff is... Ooh, ouch. That hurt. Hatva, are you going to help me, buddy? Keep up, man.
I know a store. See if you can find some good. Might come in handy.
Finally, a blue thing we can pick up. A potion of mana magica. Salt pile, unfortunately, not blue. Tankard, not blue. Sorry. Healing potions, not blue. Our healing spells, not blue. We could use Night Eye, so at least that works. Yay. Not that we're going to need it. Where's the other one? We had two guys that we were fighting here. I wanted to grab the armor from... There he is. Give me your Stormcloak cuirass. Yeah, we can't use any of this shit. I can't use salt piles.
This way.
No cooking for us. It's too bad.
The torture room. Gods, I wish you could hear that. Come on.
Alright. Alright, that's number one. Number two. We're gonna grab that. We're going to grab the lockpicks. This book, not blue. This one also not blue. The lore book is not blue.
Please, don't make up nonsense.
But... Yes, I know about lockpicking. Leave me alone. We are going to pick up... Not the gold. We are going to pick up these potions. Not the hood, because only the enchantment glow is blue. But not the hood itself. But we can pick up the novice robes. Now, sparks, we are allowed to pick up spell tomes, but we're only allowed to use the spell if the spell is blue in the menu. So if we try sparks right now, for example, sparks is purple, so we're not allowed to use sparks. We're allowed to use Night Eye and that's it.
Forget the old man. I'll come with you.
Take all my things.
Yes, I will take all your things, thank you very much. For now, we are going to keep on wearing the Stormcloak clothes because that will actually help us not die in the next fight. But once we get out of here, we're going to put on whatever has the best warmth rating so that we will actually survive the majority of our run. We are also going to make use of the time that we have here in Helgen to actually heal normally. Instead of having to sleep. Yeah, swing and a miss. Let's go. Oh, fuck. I thought I was far enough away for him to miss that. Okay, let's get the archers. Trying to get out of the way so that my torturous assistant and Hatva can help me.
This is now. 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 This is
let's go. None of this stuff is blue except for the armor, as usual. Did we have anybody else we can strip for armor? Yes. There we go.
Let's see where this goes.
So right now we still have passive healing, which is fine. We're going to wait with leaving Helgen until we have passively healed to our full HP, so that we start survival mode with the best possible setup. There is some money and an iron mace that we could pick up over there, but we can't use either of that, so let's just move on. Alright, spiders, let's go. I doubt the spiders have anything blue, but we're going to have a look just in case. Nope, 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 nope. Spider eggs are green, so we can't use those. Hadvar, where are you? There you are. Don't leave me hanging here. Although actually we don't need him anymore. Oh, he's gonna deposit a bow and arrow into my inventory, isn't he? Not blue. None of this stuff is blue. Let's sneak past the bear. I don't want to fight her. You want to leave Helgen with as low a level as possible, so that the one fight that we will actually have to get into will be a lot easier, because we will have to get into one fight in order to become Thane. Right. Now, the moment we get out of here, survival mode is going to start, which means we'll be on a clock, because we will start getting tired, we will start getting hungry, and in general, we will not be able to recover health passively anymore. This is where it's going to get really interesting. So we're going to make a save here, hard save, and we have until the 27th of last seed at noon to finish this run. We will finish it a lot earlier than that, believe me. Alright. Yes, we are choosing survival mode. We're not going to wait for Hadvar and the dragon. We're going to start collecting blue stuff. Ah, there's a blue butterfly. Let's go. And blue flowers. Excellent. Now these blue flowers have healing or restore health as their first effect, so we can use them for healing. And we are in fact going to use salmon and blue flowers as our main healing item. Now, a thing about where we could become Thane. Technically, there are... Let's look at the map. There are 9 holes where we could become Thane. Whiterun will require us to go through a dungeon and fight a dragon. Morphal will require us to fight a vampire and go for an entire vampire dungeon. Solitude? Really long questline, don't even think about it. Markov? Fight Hagravens and Forsworn? Nope, thanks. Falkreath? Technically very easy. We would have had to pick up the Blackbriar meat at the end of Helgen, and then we would have to fight one bandit hideout, most likely Ambershot. If you haven't found that before, he will usually send you to Ambershot. But I don't want to do that, because then we're stuck in Falkreath with no way to effectively level up. Riften is a long quest line. Windhelm requires us to either join the Stormcloaks or win the Civil War. Dawnstar. do a level 20 dungeon and then fight a giant. Winterhold. Now you might think, why the hell would you want to go to Winterhold in survival mode? But Winterhold requires nothing more than 3 easy favor quests for somebody, which we can do right there in town. It requires collecting a helmet, and if you haven't gone to the Pride of Telvos, that's most likely where he will send you. Pride of Telvos, which is 2 bandits and a bandit chief. And then that's it, you're done. You're Thane of Winterhold. You don't even have to buy property, because Winterhold doesn't have any property. It just has 2 huts and some ruins. So Winterhold is actually really easy to become Thane in. And when we join the college, we have a 1 out of 5 chance of getting Mage Light. That's going to be the only time we're going to save scum in this run. We're going to save before we talk to Farada, and if she doesn't give us Mage Light, we'll reload. Then we just have to make our way from Winterhold to Solitude to spam Mage Light at the mountain and get to level 15. That's the plan. Now obviously, we are going to go hungry along the way, and we are going to lose some health along the way. So right now, our main focus will be to gather our resources. We need blue mountain flowers, we need salmon, and we're also going to take a quick trip up to Anis's cabin. Yep, stamina low, I get it, but you want to run as much as possible. Except Sign, we're going with the Mage Stone, because that's blue. And we're gonna check if this dude has any blue items that we can take from him. Yeah, shut up. Do you have anything blue in your chest? Arm boots? No. Potion of healing? No. Yes, I know. We are hungry. Oh. Fishing rod. Now, unfortunately, when we take salmon off the hook, we usually get salmon meat, which is not helpful for us. Oh, also, let's see. I do prefer to go into first-person mode for swimming. It's a lot easier. That was an orange dartwing. We're gonna have to get rid of that in our inventory soonish. But dartwings also come in blue, so here we go. That's the first salmon. Let's get some salmon. Thank you. And now we're just going to take a tour of Lake Ilanalta, and we're going to catch as much salmon as we can. Because the salmon is going to provide healing. The Abyssian longfins are not blue. None of these small fish are blue. But the salmon at least has a bit of a blue shimmer. So that's as close to blue as we're going to get. And we're going to take some time here to collect as much salmon as we can. And then we're going to take a quick trip up to Anis's cabin to get her blue robes. Oh, there's a blue butterfly. Let's try to get this without attracting the attention of those wolves. Currently they're busy fighting that mage up there, so that's good. I don't care about the slaughterfish, we're just gonna ignore him. Where are all my salmon? We usually find more salmon here. I need salmon, really. I do need it. It's gonna be our main healing and food function. Actually, it's gonna be our only food. Oh, here we go. Hi. Salmon, thank you. I think there's another fisherman over here. And more flowers, yes, wonderful. She just has a fishing rod. Nothing blue in here, okay. We don't care then. No salmon. Yes, fatigue, I'm aware. There's gotta be more salmon in here. That's an elk. We don't need an elk. Oh, salmon. There we go. Just gotta get some air. And then we take a dive. Let's go. I don't care about the bunny. There's more salmon over there. No, this is not the time, ma'am. This is not the time. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to get some food. Fuck, now we've lost track of the salmon. There they are. I don't want that quest. I don't need that quest. Get away from me. I would like to get some blue dart wings while we're here. I don't think there's anything blue in here. I think we missed a salmon. Yes, there he is. Thank you. Not the catfish, just the salmon. Oh, there are dart wings. But that's an orange one. Okay. Oh, lots of salmon. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Up, up, up. Oh, we're almost at the half moon mill. Okay, that's nice. We need to go here anyways. Will you just let me grab the salmon? There should be one more salmon over here. Yes, thank you. Two more salmon. Wonderful. And we are going to pick up the axe over here. We're going to need this pickaxe. Now, as you can see, we didn't get salmon, we got salmon meat, which is not blue. So, out it goes. Let's get back in here and let's find more salmon. It's really important that we take the time to do this now because we're going to need that salmon for food. And we won't really have the chance. There's a blue dartwing. We won't really have the chance to harvest salmon in the cold waters unless we want to die. So we have to get it from the warm waters while we can. There's another fisherman. We'll see if they have something that we can steal that's blue. Oh, they do actually. They actually have blue gloves. Nice. Yeah, run away. Please. Why are we being watched? Can we get away with this? Yes, we can. Awesome. Oh, and blue flowers. Nice. Oh, he's probably angry because of the, no, no, no. Give me the blue dartwing, thank you. Because of the slaughter fish that's following us, yeah. Fuck you. I don't care about a slaughter fish. I only care about salmon and dartwings. And treasure chests, if we can find them. I think there's one floating skeleton and a treasure chest that we can pick up over there. So we're gonna have a look at those. Just to see if there's anything that we can get that's blue. right around here at Ilvenalta's Deep, there has got to be a... There it is. Hi. Just gold? That's purple. I'm sorry, but that's purple. That's too bad. Oh, there's salmon. Let's go. And even more salmon. Come to me. Oh, and an Abyssinian longfin. You are not blue. And hang on, there was an orange dartwing in there. You can also go, you're not blue. Let's go. Salmon, salmon, salmon. Oh, there's more salmon. Okay, let's grab some air. And a blue dartwing. Wonderful. Oh, there's another one. Hi. 3 of you. Nice. I'll see if we can do some alchemy. We should have plenty of ingredients at this point. Okay, nothing else in here. Oh, I see more salmon. Come to me. Come to mama. Those are catfish, I think. Yeah, those are catfish. We don't need them. Those are just small fish. Don't need those either. I think there's a chest down here, so we're gonna have a look to see if it holds anything blue. Fuck the slaughterfish. Minor Magica, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay. I kind of want to avoid those wolves because I don't want to risk getting rock joined. I don't want to get a disease. Let's see if we can sneak past them. Yeah, I think that worked. Okay, let's go. Anise, my girl, where are you?
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. Never should have come here.
You're a poor old woman who's wearing blue robes. Give me those. And she's got magic as well. We are going to put on these blue robes because, as you can see, they have amazing warmth rating compared to everything else. So we're gonna go with those. Deathbell is blue. I will say one thing, though. Stealing these items from her house might get the hag raven Mora to hire some thugs to come and kill us. So we just gotta cross our fingers that that won't happen. But she has a bunch of blue stuff, which I want to get. So that's why we're here. That is... No, that's not blue. I don't know what color that is. That's more grayish. Yeah, that's not blue. Let's go. Deathbell. I'll take that. We'll take that poison up here. The potent paralysis poison. That's blue. Not these mushrooms. Fire salts, no. Is that blue? It's hard to tell in the dark. No, it's not. Out you go. I think we can do a little bit of alchemy, see if maybe we can find some new blue potions. Let's have a look. Green and red. Okay. I don't want to use up my death belts, to be honest. So, because we only have 2 of them. Now we're going to jump back into the water. Because there's more salmon to be found here. And we want as much salmon as possible. Oh, there we go. There's some salmon right there. Hello. Even more salmon. Let's go. I'm not gonna stand around here for too long. And we're not going to care about throwing out the brook bars just yet. We're going to do that when we're done swimming through the rivers. For now, I'm just spamming collect whenever I see something I can collect, because this is a bit tricky here. Now, there's one thing we have to keep in mind. If we want to get Mage Light from the college, we are going to have to pay 30 gold for it. I am counting that as permissible because it is part of a quest. It's not just we're walking up to the person and saying, hey, I want this spell. We actually have to get this spell as part of a quest. So that's why I'm calling that permissible. And for that reason, we're going to need 30 gold. And we're going to get these 30 gold very quickly by doing one quick quest for Faendal. Hello.
Did I see you talk?
Everybody's favorite starter quest.
I don't need your. Could you give her this and say it's from Sven? I think I matched that Nord's lack of.
Let's go, Camilla.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now?
Oh, Hadvar finally got over here. Cool.
One of us has to do something.
I said
Maybe
no.
you could talk some sense into another What's this? You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking.
Yep, we will. Thank you.
You're not from around, huh?
No, I'm not from around here. I have a tail. Oh, Sven. Sorry, Faendal. Give me my gold.
I appreciate your help. Please take some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
Thank you. There's gonna be more salmon for us to pick up over here. So let's get to it. Brook bars. We don't need brook bars. We do need salmon. Let's go. Ooh, lots and lots of salmon. I like this. Let's go. This river has so much salmon, and it's perfect for us. How much salmon do we have right now? Oh, let's get rid of the brook bars. 54 salmon. It sounds like a lot, but it's only gonna give us two hunger points, so it's not gonna help much. It's not nearly as much as you might think it is. Now we are gonna have to quick save here because we have to get down this thing without killing ourselves. Gonna have to be careful. No more salmon. Yeah, we've got some more. Let's go. We're gonna quick save before each and every single one of these because these rapids can be really dangerous. Salmon, salmon, salmon. Let's go. I don't care about the wolves. I don't want the wolves. Leave me alone. More salmon. Wonderful. That was a brook bass. We don't care about brook bass. We're going to stay in this river for as long as we can. Because that way we'll be able to avoid most combat. Our goal now is to get to Windhelm and then to Winterhold as soon as possible. I'm carrying too much to be able to run. Seriously? So 79 portions of salmon. Yeah, okay. That could be problematic. I would rather ditch one of the cuirasses and save up more salmon, to be honest. Because the salmon is gonna help us. The Stormcloak cuirass is not. One of those is good enough. That's just mud crabs. And slaughterfish. Holy moly, there's a lot of salmon here. I think we can actually eat some salmon right now. No, slaughterfish scales are just grey. I don't care about grey. Okay, well, we are going to eat something. Because we are actually hungry. So, let's eat some salmon, restock some salmon. Let's go. Let's get out of here before we get snacked on by a mud crab. Oh! Fuck. Or before we drown ourselves. Should be careful with that. For the good news is once we level up, we can actually, or even before we level up, we can sleep to regain health. So regaining health, not that much of a problem. It's the hunger that I'm worried about. And again, technically we cannot die of hunger in survival mode, but we are just going to pretend that we can. Those are all small fish. These are all small ones. Small. Oh, hey, wait up. Hang on. Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. There was a blue dot wing there. Oh well. And now we're getting into nighttime, so we have to be careful. More blue dot wings, thank you very much. This is all brook bass. Yes, I know we're feeling a little cold. It's fine. Oh. We are kind of running underwater, which is hilarious. But we're going to get out of the water now because we are not going to be able to go down this waterfall without dying. So we're just not. Also, the river down there doesn't really have salmon, it just has brook bass, a whole lot of brook bass. Our goal now is to stay on the road and pick up blue mountain flowers if we can. How much salmon do we have? We're gonna eat some more to restore our health and a bit of hunger. And we're going to run as much as we can because that will get us to Windhelm faster. And then from Windhelm to Winterhold. Those are purple mountain flowers. Is that a bandit? I think that might be a bandit. Oh no, that's a orc drug dealer, I guess.
What's a milk drinker like you do?
Oh no, it's one of those challenger types. Dudes, yeah, fuck you, I don't want you. And I know I'm very hungry. We're going to be fine. Windhelm, Windhelm, Windhelm. Let's go. We are already wearing the warmest clothes we have. So unfortunately there's not much else that we can do there. Oh, does Talska have any blue stuff that I can steal?
Hello there, fellow traveler.
Yeah, let's not risk it.
Minstrel and wandering wasteland.
Okay, mixed water mill. Are we still cold? We're not. Because if we were cold, I would have said we're gonna dip our head in there. That was purple mountain flowers. If we were cold, I would have said we dip our head in here and warm up. Because you can actually go in here to warm up and you can also sleep in there. But the problem with sleeping is it's going to make us more hungry. So I would like to avoid sleeping until we get to Winterhold. If I remember correctly, there are some wolves over here, so we're gonna have to go around a bit. Let's see. Jasper grapes. Nah. Purple. Get out of here. Yeah. Let's hope we don't get rock joint. Do you have anything blue? No, of course not. Let's switch back into our Stormcloak stuff for a moment, just for the extra defense. No, okay. Apparel, full mage robes. Ideally, we only want to sleep once or twice in this entire run. Okay, now we're getting into the cold parts of the map. Let's go. From here on out, it's important that you run as much as you can. You want to get through the cold parts of the map as efficiently as possible. And you want to make sure that you take every opportunity you can to warm up. So for now we're gonna have to get into Windhelm. And we're gonna warm up down at the Windhelm docks. Because that's where we're going to go to get to Winterhold. I would love to beat the crap out of Rove Stonefist with our extra unarmed damage. Unfortunately, he requires you to have 100 gold in your inventory before you fight him. And we're a bit broke, so we don't have that, unfortunately. So let's get into the city, and as soon as we're in there, we're just gonna go down to the docks. We could technically jump down here, but it would be difficult to do that without dying. Or without getting really, really cold, which I want to avoid. So we're gonna take the long way around.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm.
Good for you. Now, I already checked, none of these barrels are fish barrels, unfortunately. So, they're all useless to us. But there is a brazier here where we can warm up a little. We can actually jump right on. Oh no, we have one where we can stand right next to it here. Perfect. We're going to stand here for a little bit until we warm up. And once we're warmed up, we're going to make our way to Winterhold. This is one of the most dangerous parts of this run. Now we're comfortable, now we can leave. This is going to be one of the most dangerous sections because there are enemies here, there are random encounters, there's a wisp mother over there. And of course we're going to get really, really cold, so we're going to have to be careful. We're gonna go this way so we can hopefully avoid the wolves over there. The wisp muffer is over there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, fuck. Let's make sure we stay away from that. And there should be another random encounter up here, which will probably also be wolves because we're low level. If we had used the sneak leveling method in Helgen to get our level up early, we would be encountering frost trolls and ice wraiths here. Which is why I said you want to stay as low level as possible for the start. Screw you. Stop nipping at my heels. Just to be extra sure we haven't gotten rock joint, have we? No. We're cold, we're tired, and we're hungry. We can live with that. We want to get to the whistling mine over there. Because that is where we're going to get our last bit of money for Mage Light. And we can also warm up there. So it's double good. Let's stay away from those wolves. They are... Where are you guys exactly? Over there. Okay, let's stay away from you. Those are vigilant and vampires. We're going to ignore those. And I just realized we don't actually need the pickaxe because there's some spare ore lying around the mine here, which we can grab if the guard is not right next to us. Yeah, let's take that. And we can get rid of the pickaxe.
I'm the best at breaking up rocks. Thorgar says so.
Yeah, where's Thorgar? There we go.
The mine, I'll buy everything you've dug.
We're selling him the ore that we stole from him. And we're warming up here for a little bit before we continue on to Winterhold. Now we have 32 gold, which is exactly as much as we need in order to buy, or almost exactly as much as we need in order to buy a Mage Light. So our next a few moments that we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go to Winterhold. We're going to enroll in the college so we can get Mage Light and so that we can sleep in a nice bed and get some extra items. Some blue items. And then we're gonna become Thane of Winterhold. So let's go. Where's Warmis we're going to get? We need to make it to the city of Winterhold. Well, city. 4 huts and a few ruins. Those are some more blue mountain flowers. Those are purple.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
Wolves. It's 11. Okay. More blue. Let's see, we're going to accept his quest.
My job is to serve me. Maybe it'd be good to have that stuff. Thanks.
I'll get it.
I'll be waiting for it.
Thank you.
How come you're in Winterhold?
Courier.
Paul says
What's
No.
your business here in winter? Not that it matters anymore. Winter
Let's see. He should send us to the Pride of Telvos.
Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return.
Hellas Folly. Okay, so the good news about Hellas Folly is we would have probably gone there anyway because Hellas Folly has a sapphire. The bad news is, and we only have to fight one argonian over there. The bad news is we have to get there and not die of the cold. And then we have to get back to Winterhold. That's gonna be tricky.
I used to be in it. What is it?
That might actually end up being quite tricky. If we can join the college first, we can take a little stop in Sarthal. Okay, while he is distracted having this dialogue, we're gonna go and steal his staff.
Exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something. Ranmir Beck. He owes this. He's
Okay.
had some troubles in his life. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you.
Okay, Ranmir, hello.
I'm just
You need to pay Haran.
what I should do. I'll pay her back. And I told you I'd pay it, but I'll teach you to talk to me that way.
Yeah, let's go. Let's throw hands.
Here we go.
I'm a khajiit. I do extra unarmed damage. You really want to brawl?
Those fools are actually
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
You got me fair and square. Tell Haran I'll pay.
Excellent, thank you. Does he have any blue books in here? No. Haran, where are you? There she is. Hi.
Winterhold, thank you. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly.
And that is our second favor quest.
No, I certainly didn't.
Let's just see if we have anything that's not blue that we need to deposit here. We no longer need the Helgen Keep Key, the Iron Gauntlets, or the Longbow. We are going to keep the staff. The tip is blue. We're going to keep that because
Reason you're asking.
that's the important part. Cloves, thank you.
No, certainly not. A small
Different kind of blue cloves. Wonderful.
clearly with no
Alright. Now we get to the only part that we're actually going to save scum. Which is
belongs to Skyrim
getting into the college.
or the mages.
And the only reason we're going to save scum this is because we do need mage light. So let's save.
Cross the way is dangerous, and the gate will. I am here. And if the more important question, perhaps. But what is it you? It would seem not just a small test, if you will. Excellent. The flame atronach is a vital component
Nope.
for anyone relying.
We don't want flame atronach. Give me the mage light. Go on.
Cross the way is dangerous, and the gate. I am. And if in the more important question, I am here. And if the more important.
I hate this UI bug. Come on. Let me in here. I'm cold.
A small test. If the fear spell has saved the life of many an illusion mage. Cross the way is dangerous, and the gate will. I am. And if the more important question is, perhaps. But what is? It would seem not just a small test. Excellent. The mage light spell is.
Excellent, thank you.
Not just no. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around.
Now, as I said, the only reason why we're allowed to do this is because it's part of a quest. So,
I'm anxious to see you cast it.
here you go. Mage light, where is it? Oh, there we go. Now we got it. We are going to favorite that. And we're going to put that on 4. That's where I usually put the light spell.
No matter what, the college will endure.
I don't have enough magicka because I'm tired. Are you kidding me? Oh god. Well, we can't really sleep in here because all those beds are taken, if I'm not mistaken. And we can't pay for sleeping at an inn.
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see.
Cool, I didn't actually know that we can sleep in this bed. Not how I had planned to do this, but okay, let's go. We're gonna cast Mage Light. Let's go.
Well done, I think I'll lead you. Well done indeed.
Alright, let's report to Mirabelle.
Welcome. Another.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class.
Yes.
Are you ready to begin?
Simply trying to understand the
Yeah, let's go.
Just a brief. Wonderful. The College of Winterhold
Let's go.
has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanian is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations.
Yep, that's nice.
Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living
Yeah.
quarters.
Yes, let's go.
Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent
I'm freezing out here.
procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
We could technically skip this, but I do want to get the Sarthal mission so that we can have a stopover in Sarthal for warming up. Because we are going to need that if we want to go to Hellas Folly and then back again. You couldn't just have gone straight across the courtyard. It would have been so much faster. Come on.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices. You will meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements.
Blue mountain
The
flowers.
members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Gonna take the fine clothes, and I'm actually going to store some of these storm clothes. Oh, well, no, we do have enough.
To the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Before we go there with her, we're going to take a quick look to see if there's anything that we can grab from Tolfdir's place while he's not here. Death Bell, yeah, wonderful. We already got some of these, right? Yeah. But we haven't got one of these.
You won't get away with that.
Oops. Let's reload. Hall of Attainment. But how did he... You were sleeping, my dude.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentice. This is where you'll be staying.
Seriously? I got a bounty for that again. I don't want to get a bounty.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices. Who you'll meet. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most the members gather for lectures, study sessions.
There we go, that's the one I wanted. And I also want those Ice Wraith teeth, not the Void Swords or anything like that, just the Ice Wraith teeth, thank you. Okay.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Yeah, come on, let's conclude the tour so I can get to my lesson.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Alright. College tour complete. We're going to take a quick trip to the Arcanium. just to see if there are any nice unique blue books that we can pick up and to see if Travis is there. Oh, we do actually have a few blue books here. I'm gonna say that's blue. And that. Thank you. I think we already have this one, but just to be sure. And I want to check if Travis is here. These require keys. Okay. All of that requires keys. All right. No Travis. Then we go back downstairs. And we attend the lecture. Gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible.
Welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we... Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward.
Yeah.
And we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? That's all. Now, if you'll just stand right over there.
Wonderful. Ward is actually one of the few spells that we can use because it is actually
Mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with what? Well, then. Now, if you just stand right over
Yep.
there.
Go ahead.
Cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing the wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Wonderful. Ancano, get the fuck out of my way. I don't have time for you.
Are you quite sure we need to be speaking?
No, I don't want to be speaking to you. I want you to get out of my way. So now that we have access to Sarthal, we can use that to rest and stop over so that we don't freeze to death, which would be very helpful. Travis, hi.
You can see. Confound it all. I was quite sure I was invisible. There may be the various points of focus for magic. Very well.
Give me
Going
that.
to eat, return the glove. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure with...
Now the reason why I wanted those gloves is Oh, whoops.
Possible consequences.
These give us soul gems, and sometimes they will give us greater or grand soul gems, which are blue. So those can go into our inventory. Common. Meh. Useless. Okay. Maybe we can steal one from the enchanting room. Let's have a look. Oh.
You know, they say knowledge. Illusion really is the... Yes, Thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
Oh, frost salts. Frost salts and chorus eggs are both blue. I want those now.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Thank you. If I cannot get my grand and greater soul gems, I will at least get some ingredients. Nah. Nothing really interesting here. Nurnwood is not blue enough. I could take a rock wobbler egg. Not sure about the spriggan sap. Nah, it's more green than blue. The rock wobbler is half-half, so that's fine. Alright, let's get out of here. I was hoping that we could get a grand or greater soul gem from cleansing the focal points, because that actually happened to me last time.
Does a fine job at Master Wizard, I suppose.
But since we couldn't get that, we're just gonna move on. It is daytime now, which is going to make this job of going to Hellas Folly and back a bit easier. But it's still quite the distance to cover. And we are still starving.
You know, this is one of a very few places where you can receive a real education in this world.
Alright, let's go. Oh, but if they are walking there... If they are walking there, they might not get there in time for us to actually use that stopover. So we might not be able to stop over at Sarthal anyway. Let's avoid the wolves. I don't want anything from the wolves. There's even more wolves over there. Fuck me. I need to get over there. Fuck. No, 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 no. Fuck, I forgot that. I forgot that I had a spell equipped. Yikes. Let's consume our emergency salmon, and as you can see, that didn't do much for our stamina. Gotta stay away from the hawker. Because they can get aggressive. Spiky grass is not blue, so that's not helping us. Is there fire here? Yes, there is. Wonderful. We can warm up. Let's stay here for a minute until we get warm. And then we're gonna avoid that wolf, because that might actually be a... No, that's a normal wolf, but still. Don't want to have to deal with him. So we're going to see if we can avoid him. Let's see if we can avoid swimming. It's okay if we dip our toes into the water so long as we don't swim. And Hellas Folly should be right behind Ingvild. Because this is Ingvild and right behind that should be Hellas Folly. Yeah, the wolf can stay over there, I don't care. And there's Hellas Folly. Finally have it on the map. Now we're not going to go into Ingvild because Ingvild has a necromancer, a whole bunch of ghosts, and a whole bunch of Draugr. None of which I want to deal with right now. Got some hawkers down there, they're not gonna be a problem. And there is a fire at Hellas Folly, so we can warm up, which is good. All right. Gonna see if we can actually take him. Yes, we can. Awesome. Then we can warm up. That's salmon meat. Not salmon. Goodbye. He doesn't have anything we can take. But he should have a sapphire lying around somewhere here. There we go. I want that one. Whoops. Well, lucky we didn't get a disease from that. Helm of Winterhold. There we go. Now we gotta get back to Winterhold proper. Return that helmet, and then we basically make our way back here. Although, it would be easier to go from Winterhold to Sarfal and then across the Winterhold camps. Oh, I don't like... There's a wolf. This is gonna be cold. Yeah. Oof. Do you see how much warmth that took from us? Just that one little dip? Yikes. Let's get back up here to the fire. It was over here, right? Or was it further away? Oh, fuck. This was stupid of me. This was very stupid. Cold, 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 cold. Alright, different route. No! Fuck off. I do not want to fight any wolves. Up there, that's where the fire is. Okay. We need to warm up. It's 10 o'clock, so we should still be able to manage to get to Winterhold and then from Winterhold to Solitude before the day is over. Let's warm up and let's eat some salmon. Warm up. I know we're outdoors and that's not very helpful, but we need to get warm. Let's go. Let's go. That's good enough. We gotta get back over there, up there, and up back to Winterhold. I can live with being drained. Oh, the hawker took out the wolf for me. Nice. Good job, hawker. We do need to get further up, though. I can't see shit from down here. Let's hope that we don't run into any awful encounters over here. That's just a few Imperials, we can live with those. Run, 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 run. Now, if we had gone to the Pride of Telvos, we would have used that staff that we stole for the quest on the two bandits and then just tried to stay away from the chief and just grab the helmet and go. But since we didn't go to the Pride of Telvos... Me? Trouble? Never. Where's the dude who wanted the staff? Where is he? I need to complete his favor quest.
That wizard is still at the inn. I can't believe Dagger allows him to
clear that you are racist. How about that?
If you're here for sightseeing, well, then you've seen the sights.
Okay.
This should come in.
Yeah, here's the stuff.
Let me
Thank
show
you.
a few tricks on the
What is it, khajiit?
Get
Dora's wisdom.
out of my way, you two. Okay.
Ours is the only family.
Your reward is
Here's the helm.
you help my good luck to you.
Yeah.
Then by my
We've done, we've talked to Haran, we've sold the iron, and we've gotten the staff.
Corian will be the first to tell you that if it weren't for that college, we'd all be better off. I agree with him. That wizard is still at the inn. I can't believe Dagger allows him to stay there.
this is what it comes. No one's
Alright. Now we're warm. Now comes the long run. We need to get from here to Solitude. Because Solitude is where we can power level with Mage Light. There is a mountain just outside of Solitude, where if you cast Mage Light at that mountain, it will pass through a number of layers of weather effects, and that counts as a hit each time. So you can level up really fast with Mage Light in that location. Now, we're going to take a few stops along the way to make sure that we stay warm. The first one is going to be Sarthal, which by now should be open because Torfdir and the others should be there by now. We're not going to do the Sarthal quest, we're just gonna dip our toes in there, warm up, and leave again.
And here we all are. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
We need to wait for him to go in first because he has the keys. Alright.
I find it hard to believe this excavation was approved.
We're gonna stay right here, right next to the torch, warm up a little, and then we keep on moving. We're going to go up to the Frostflow Lighthouse, where we might be able to get some more blue items. But more importantly, we'll be able to warm up as well. Then we're gonna go to the Winterhold Camp, Dawnstar, Pale Camp, Highgate Ruins. And then from there to Solitude. We will probably be mostly starved by the time we get to Solitude. But there's not much we can do about that. Now I just want to warm up, please. There we go. A little bit warmer. Come on, please. There we go. Up, up, up. We cannot go into Alftant right now, because I'm pretty sure we need a key for that as well. No, 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 no. I don't want any beef with those wolves. Stay away from me. We're so low on stamina because of our hunger. It's ridiculous. But we are almost at the lighthouse. There are technically some fish barrels in the lighthouse that we could try to see if we can loot them for salmon. But there are also corers next to the fish barrels, and I don't want to deal with those. Absolutely not. No, thank you. We are going to unlock this. Just to see if they store anything blue in their shed. Let's have a look. No, nothing blue. Okay. Horse? Empty. Okay. Let's go inside. Let's warm up. Oh. I did not want to pick up this weapon. We're just here to warm up, and then we're gonna check if they have any... if they have any blue stuff lying around. That is blue. None of that is blue. Not blue. Trials of Saint Alessia. Let's have a look. Nah, that's purple. Oh, we should get rid of the sword as well. Girl's blue dress, we're gonna take that. We're gonna store the Blade of Winterhold. Gonna take this. Wait, are we seriously getting cold again just by being over here? Okay. Back to the fireplace we go. Warm up. Comfortable, thank you. We're not going down there. There's nothing down there but death. Onward. Did we just get an elk airdropped? I'm chilling and starving. Awesome. Just want to warm up. I do want to hold on to the salmon in case we need it for healing. We're not going to join the Imperial Legion. It's 2 PM, so that's fine. We're not going to go into the Nightcaller Temple because there's always 3 enemies over there, plus we don't have the key. But we are gonna dip our toes into the inn at Dawnstar. Just so we can warm up a little and see if they have any blue items. I know we're freezing. It's fine. We're gonna be okay. Dawnstar, let's go.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams.
Listen to your friend. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur. He has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please.
Wow, absolutely nothing that we can take here.
In the meantime, all I ask.
These goblets are blue, right? No. I know there are some goblets that are blue, but I literally can't see it right now.
Trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
And again, I don't want to use my salmon for food yet, because we are about to get into a rather dangerous stretch of our journey. So we might also need healing. And if I can combine healing and food, I'll do it. Now the problem is there are a bunch of random encounters over here and there's a frost troll down here. So whichever way we go, we're going to be fucked. Let's see if we can shake him. If we can get far enough away from his cave that he will leave us alone. There should be a barrel with some salmon here, like actual salmon that we can eat. Yes, wonderful. No. But we did just pick up something that wasn't blue, didn't we? Well, we can still store those. And that. And a tankard. Okay. Oh, we got some more potions down there that we can pick up. Lovely. Oh my god, really? I've been trying so hard to avoid combat, you guys. Stop this. Okay, we gotta stay away from the bandits over there. And we just try to make our way to the camp. To the pale camp. Oh god, more wolves. Leave me alone. I don't want to risk getting rock joined from these wolves. That would be really inconvenient. Alright. Let's warm up.
Stay sharp.
Food.
Keep your guard up. Stay sharp.
Comfortable. And T-posing. We can move on. Now we're going to get to our last stopover, which is going to be the Highgate Ruins. And then we just go straight for Solitude. We do have a free bed in Solitude where we can sleep, if we need to. Because I am keeping an eye on my magicka. I don't want to run out of magicka for casting Mage Light like we did in Winterhold. That would be really inconvenient. And I'm trying to avoid going into and out of many places so that we don't get the hired thugs coming after us. That would be really, really stressful. That happened to me on one of my practice runs. And it just spoiled almost everything. Okay, we're gonna dip our nose in here. Nothing blue. Just to warm up a little. Gonna stay right here at the entrance. The good news is the harbor outside Solitude actually has some salmon as well, so we'll be able to get some more food. So let's go. It's our last stretch before we can power level. We do still have an hour or two before nighttime, so that's good. Nernwood is green, not blue. So, we're gonna ignore that. Oh, we're actually warming up now. Nice. Okay, time to get back into the water and see if we can find any salmon. There should be at least a few. These are carp. We cannot eat carp. We're on a low carb diet. But if we can find salmon, we can eat them. There we go, there's a salmon. Ha 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 ha. Got you. And that's carp. Those are salmon, let's go. Those are carp. It's getting really hard to see what with the tint on our screen because we're starving. Those are carp. Yeah, I think we've exhausted the salmon in here. Let's get out. You have anything blue that I can steal from you? No. Okay. So now we get to our power leveling. We need to get up here and to the gates outside of Solitude. We re-equip Mage Light. And then we just double check our apparel. So we've got 50%, 50% and destruction, 50%. Okay, we can stay with what we have. We want to equip the thing that gives us the most magicka regeneration, so that we can cast Mage Light as often as possible. Now what you want to do is you want to get out here. Do I have any regenerate magicka potions maybe? No. Alright. And you just want to cast Mage Light at this mountain. I'm not actually sure why it's not costing us magicka right now. That is very strange. What's going on? This is supposed to cost us 61 magicka. Let me reload. Why is it not costing us any magicka right now? I mean, I won't complain, but I am just very confused. Because we're not regenerating it that quickly. You know what? Don't look the gift horse in the mouth. Do we have any active effects? Comfortably warm. When did I get the Fortify Magicka effects? Did I get those as a reward for doing the quest for Travis? That's the only thing I can imagine. Anyway, like I said, don't look the gift horse in the mouth. You want to get to alteration about 85 to 90, roughly. That will give you enough for 15 level ups. If you can't spam cast it, then simply cast once, wait until you have enough magicka, cast again. It's gonna be a bit slower, but you should still have enough food to make it. Where are we with our alteration? $86, okay. $88, let's do another 2. Another 2 levels in alteration. Yes, perfect. All right. Consume some more of our emergency salmon so that we don't die when sleeping, because we do need to sleep in order to get our level up.
Tell them he didn't do it.
Position.
Now, if you ever want a free bed in Solitude, you just need to go to the Blue Palace. Actually fitting that we finish this run in the Blue Palace. The blue items only run finishes in the Blue Palace by sleeping in a bed in the Blue Palace. I think that's very fitting. Let's go. Right down here on the left, there's a room that nobody ever seems to use. Do you have any blue items in here? No. I think this pot might be blue, though. We can't see it right now because we're so hungry, but I think that might be... Yeah, that's blue. Alright, let's sleep for 1 hour, get our level up. Of course, we're putting everything into the blue stat. That is Magicka. And there we go. We have officially done it. We are Thane in Winterhold. We have reached level 16. We're an expert survival. And we only used blue items, unless otherwise required for a quest or a function that does not have a blue item, like lockpicking. We are finishing this run in the Blue Palace with 6 blue butterfly wings, 6 blue dart wings, blue mage robes, 31 blue mountain flowers, blue robes, chorus eggs, cloves, more cloves, 2 death bell, some blue fine cloves, some more blue fine cloves, frost salts, a girl's blue dress, 2 ice wraith teeth, the lockpicks, which technically we could get rid of them right now, Mystery of Talara Volume 1, Novice Robes of Destruction, a pot, Potent Paralysis Poison, a Potion of Magicka, Potion of Minor Magicka, Potion of Resist Cold, a Rock Wobbler Egg, 9 Salmon, we didn't even have to go for our entire emergency stash, 1 Sapphire, 1 Song of the Alchemists, 11 Stormcloak Cuirassas, the Hope of the Redoran, and the Wisp Mother. Going to save here. And now I just want to eat something. I want to eat something that's actual food, please. Like, let me go to the inn, please. Do I have the time to go to Bits and Pieces and sell some stuff? No, I don't. Then we're gonna steal some food from the inn. I don't care. I want to eat something proper. Please, I want my khajiit to stop being starving.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple. Or a tomato.
I could do with an apple or a tomato. I've been living off of salmon for the last 2 hours, ma'am. You have no idea how hard it's been. Well, actually, more than an in-game day. Like 36 in-game hours living on salmon. Ma'am, you have no idea what kind of torture I've been through. Oh, there is. Seared slaughterfish. And bread. And cheese. Oh my god, we had some actual food. We are alive! Okay, and there was actually a blue goblet over here that we could have stolen now that I see it. Oh well. Anyway, this is where we're going to finish. If you guys want to try a blue run, this is the easiest way that I found to do it. If anybody has done like a yellow only run or a purple only run or whatever, I would love to see it. For now, this is gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck with the color locked runs. And thanks Joov for the idea, and thank whoever gave Joov the idea for giving him the idea, because that gave me the idea and we had this wonderful experience. Have a good one. Bye bye.